hello from me, sitting in my bed. I'm doing a vlog and I look terrible. And, welcome. I am Mare in my bed. This has been a tough day. Actually, yesterday, things started out a little tough. I don't know what I did, but I hurt my back somehow. I think it's a pinched nerve in my lower back. And, yeah, it's horrendously painful. It hurts to move. It hurts to walk. It hurts when I'm just sitting down. So this really sucks. I was looking forward to recording the Advent calendar video with my husband today, but I can't move. I really feel terrible. And I promised myself I would upload every day for Vlogmas. So I'm sniffly and in pain, and I'm doing a vlog from my bed. So I hope you guys don't mind. Hello. I can't move much. I am wearing something so funny. This is from the Big Blanket Company. And it's one of those, it's all fuzzy lined. It's one of those big blanket hoodies. Okay, watch this. It's so funny. My hair looks like a mess. My husband was laughing because I did this and I'm like, I can't see anything. Oh, God. Ooh. Okay, you can really sleep in this. Wait. Oh, this thing's crazy. So I got this. It was one of the Black Friday sale things, and I wasn't planning on buying one of these for myself, although I do really love it. It's, oh, wait, look. It's got the little thumb hole things with the, ooh, it's like my favorite part. So cozy. This is the best part of the whole thing. So you can have it as a sleeve, or you can do that because it's got the little thumb hole. Goodbye. But it's got a built-in eye mask, which is kind of cool. But you could, if you don't want it to fall in your face, you have to tuck it in like that. Hello. Anyway, my hair is a mess. Everything is a mess. I was wearing a beanie hat today out, so my hair is a disaster because I have hat hair. You know what? I don't even care right now. I just don't care. It's amazing that I'm even able to sit here and record this right now. I am here doing a video going, I'm proving you don't have to do anything fancy to be on YouTube. So here I am. And my nose is so runny. I'm sorry. It's making me crazy. I have a coffee back here. Oop. This is, okay, from Wawa earlier. I got a snickerdoodle hot latte, which was delicious. And I drank the whole thing. And then when I came home, I made a K-cup that was a sugar cookie, a cinnamon sugar cookie K-cup. Also delicious. So that's what I have in here now. I just saved my cup and I reused it. Very tasty. I love the cinnamon sugar cookie. Oh, by the way, Janet, here's my candle. Janet mentioned, oh, this is Midnight Carnival. I'm sorry, Caught in a Web's over here. Look, up on this shelf above my bed, I have my mythology candles. Here's a couple of them. This is Caught in a Web. I thought Caught in a Web was on this side. Oh, it smells so good. Caught in a Web, one of the best. It's black licorice, basically. Notes of dark anise and glittering eyes, webs drifting on a breeze, wafting with sweet smoke. It smells like black licorice. I love this candle. I should have lit a candle. I have a lighter in here. And then Midnight Carnival is, ooh, this one's so good too. Janet, I don't know if you got Midnight Carnival, but Midnight Carnival is the orchard twisted pumpkin vines amongst a corn maze, steam from hot black coffee. It's crazy. It's got like apple, almost like a popcorny carnival kind of smell, but black coffee. It's really good. It sounds weird, but it's so good. Very strong apple smell in that one. I'm going to put that one over there. Leave cotton web on this side. Also back here, I have the Espresso Obsesso, which I mentioned in my video where I did the candy or unboxing the matcha latte one. So this is the Espresso Obsesso, which is my absolute all-time favorite coffee scented candle. This is the absolute best one I've ever found. This smells the most like my favorite kind of coffee smell. Yum. So that's always right back here. And is it ever lit? No, I just like smelling it. And then this one was actually a gift from someone who watches me here on YouTube. And this was a super scented apples and cinnamon from Thompson Candle Company. So this one was a gift, and I've actually burnt it down quite a lot. This one is one of my fall candles. And I have a whole bunch more of Christmas candles coming, because guess what? Was it yesterday? Day before. Oh my God, my nose is so runny. I'm sorry, sniffly. I'm not feeling well. If you guys knew how much my back hurt right now, it's no matter what I'm doing, if I'm just sitting here, like moving my arms, talking, everything hurts. But I'm pretty sure it's a pinched nerve. That's why I sound like out of breath. My back's really bad. I've been laying on a heated mattress pad. I slept on that last night, so my back started hurting yesterday. I think it might have been from shoveling all the snow. I am uncertain, but I'm pretty sure it was from all the snow shoveling I did. Where was I going with this? I don't know. I'm all over the place, but I just wanted to record something for you guys today. And I haven't done just a chatty vlog in a minute. So yeah, we're here in my bedroom. There's all kinds of candles up there on my shelf. There's my my Ghost and Wren Italian Greyhound stuffies. Ghost and Wren are Italian Greyhounds that I follow on Instagram. And they did a collab with Target, Lucky Dogs. I think Casper and Prudence need a collab with Target. Wouldn't it be cute if there were like these, only like Casper and Prudence? That'd be so cute. Anyway, when they did the collab, I got, of course, everything I could with Ghost and Wren, because how often do Italian Greyhounds get a collab with something big like Target? What else is going on? Oh, sniffly. My camera is very precariously on a box set of the All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. I've already read book 1. I watched all of... There's a mystery feather that just appeared. Isn't it pretty? This is a feather from one of my roosters, by the way. I love the shift in the colors. See, things like that inspire makeup for me. Things like that kind of shift. If I ever got a collab for eyeshadows, I would use this as one of the inspirations for either a lip shade or a multi-chrome eyeshadow. Anyway, that has to go way up there so Prudence doesn't eat it. Prudence is downstairs, our Italian Greyhound puppy. Prudence and Casper are downstairs with their dad, laying by the fire. I am upstairs in bed because every time I go up and down the stairs, I think I'm going to pass out. We were supposed to go get a treat today. We're supposed to do a lot of things today. I have done nothing. I was supposed to record videos. I wanted to do another booktube video today. I don't know if you could tell by my voice, and my face looks very pained, but I am just not feeling great at all. As I said, I'm going to keep saying that. Now I need to stop saying that. Anyway, you know. But I got something in the mail today, so I thought we'd just, like, look at this. Way, no way. Way, no way. Way, no way. Ooh. Way, no way. Fur Bebe pet shampoo. My husband loves the smell of this pet shampoo. So this is normally $32. You can get it on Amazon, but it's normally like $32 for this dog shampoo. Keep in mind, if you're there watching this, going, what kind of crazy wackadoo spends $32 on dog shampoo? I have my own private salon. I am a doggy cosmetologist. I hate using the G word because bad people on the internet have ruined it. Anyway, I am a doggy stylist. I make dogs pretty. I give them haircuts. I give them nail trims. I Dremel their nails. I brush their teeth. I clean their ears. I make them look lovely and smell really good. So as a part of that, and because I'm a private salon and I am the only person who works there, and I'm very, very low key, I don't advertise. It's all word of mouth, and it's mostly friends and friends of friends who I have come. Is this light being obnoxious a little bit? Look, I have this light up here. My reading light. There, it's off. Is it off? No, it's on low. Wait, oh, there we go. Okay, it's off. Isn't that cute? It's just up here. Sorry. That's as bright as it goes. And then there are different like tones you can do. But let's turn that off because was that annoying, you guys? I just noticed it out of the corner of my eye. I'm like, so I tend to use very high-end spa products in my salon for my dogs. I like the high-end spa products because I can. Oh my goodness. Okay, this might freak some people out. Hold on. There's a focus on my hand. Please. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. Hold on. There's a little tiny spider on my pillow. Hello, little spider. Okay, there we go. Okay, spider trigger warning. If you're afraid of spiders, this little spider is not going to hurt me, but I am going to put her over here. Please don't like go in my mouth at night while I'm sleeping. I really need to go put her in one of my plants or something in my bathroom, well, which is now like a greenhouse. My master bathroom is, okay, she's not on my hand anymore. She's way over there. I might have to find her and put her in another room. What is that thing about like how many spiders you eat while you're sleeping? That freaks me out. Should I wear that? I should wear that tape over my mouth at night. I don't think that spider was so tiny. I don't think she'll do any damage. Anyway, in case you didn't think I had a very gothy bedroom, the little spider just came to visit and walked all over my hand. I got to tell you guys, I used to be terrified of spiders where I would not go anywhere near them. And I did what's that called? Exposure therapy by myself. I went in my mom and dad's garage one day. I was tired of being afraid of spiders when I was a kid. I went in their garage and I found like a spider in the corner and I just let it crawl on my hand and I forced myself to just sit there and let it crawl on me. Then I was never afraid of spiders again. I did the same thing with snakes. I was afraid of snakes. And when I was living in Detroit in the Cass Corridor in the 90s, I went to was it not the Deli in the Alley? It was the other one, the 4th Street Fair. And there was somebody there with a big boa constrictor, like around their neck, walking around with it. And I said, hey, can I see your snake? And they said, yeah, do you want it on you? And I'm like, yes, please. And I was terrified. And they put it around my neck and I held it up like this and it was on me. And I was like petrified going, okay, all right. But then I was never afraid of snakes again. So I don't know, the exposure thing works great with me. Not saying for everybody to try that, but works great for me. But I used to be terrified of spiders and I wasn't. So that was all good. Anyway, Way No Way. I'm sorry, I always call it Way No Way. Ouai. Waycation. Spray for an instant waycation. All right, so they did a special, obviously, Black Friday thingy. And because I use the Fur Bébé on my dogs and other dogs that I work on because it smells so good. My God, I let my husband smell from the bottle. He's like, that smells so good. He goes, it's so fresh. And this one is sealed because it is not. Oh, did I leave it in the? I left it in the kitchen. My other one is in my kitchen. I was going to open it and describe the scent to you guys, but it just smells really, really fresh, really clean. Do you smell that? Time to give your Fur Bébé a bath with this gentle wash that will cleanse, hydrate, and leave your pet shiny and soft, formulated with aloe vera and rambutan seed extract. This Possum wash will keep your BFF's coat in perfect condition. This is the only time it's okay to wear real fur, but watch out for the paparazzi. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so yeah, there's really nothing. Made in USA. Please recycle. Ouai Beverly Hills. Good for 12 months. Leaping Bunny certified. Recyclable. Anyway, I love this stuff. It smells really, really good. I feel like something's in my eye. I hope it's not a spider. Everybody's freaking out right now. Comment a spider emoji below if you're freaking out that I just let a spider crawl on me. I just don't care. I'm in so much pain. I don't care. Oh, and I was bringing firewood in and I have a splinter in my finger right here and I can't get it out. I've been trying for days to get this splinter out and I can't. It's to the point where I'm thinking about just going to like urgent care or something to have them get the splinter out because I can't get it out and it is so freaking painful. I'm really good at getting splinters out too, and this one, there's just no hope. It is so far in there and it's so tiny. And it's been hurting me for days. Actually, it wakes me up in the middle of the night. I haven't been sleeping well because I'll be asleep and I'll move my hand. And if I just happen to touch my pillow or something touches the tip of my ring finger on my left hand, it wakes me up because the pain is so bad. I really need to get the splinter out of my finger. Making me nuts. I might try the trick of soaking my hand as long as I can, just sitting there and letting my hand soak so that I can really soften my skin up and maybe get it out. I don't know. Okay, hold on. I'm going to pause for 1 second because I have to blow my nose because it's driving me crazy. Okay, listen, this is serious commitment to, serious commitment to Vlogmas. I swear, I'll be mad at myself if I even miss one day. So my voice is cracking because I can turn my head, but when I move my arms or even shift a little, my lower back is like, ow. So we were at CVS this morning. I bought those lidocaine menthol pain patches that are like this big for your lower back. I put it on. It worked for like 5 minutes. No, it probably worked for like 15. And then my back was like, no. And it's supposed to be for nerve pain. I'm going to try putting another one on tonight. I think what I'm going to do before I go to bed in a little bit, my husband's not feeling great. Either we're okay. We're just both feeling rough. It's been a rough week around here. It's very, 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 very cold. And that's making life very difficult. It's freezing here. My hands are really cold right now. I'm glad I have this on. All right. Anyway, so Ouai had this sale. And that's the only reason I got this. So this ended up being $24 instead of $32, which is still expensive. But again, keep in mind, it's for my job. So I'm not like, hey, I'm going to get my dog's, $32 shampoo to be that person. I like to offer my clients like the highest end stuff I can. That's why I bought the Dolce & Gabbana cologne, and I have another dog cologne that 2 of my clients love, and that one was like $86 for the bottle. But again, these are like write-offs for my business, so there are certain things. Now, all of this isn't, because this stuff is for me. I like the dog shampoo so much that I thought I would try the person stuff. So here are my person purchases. I got the Fine Hair shampoo. I really want to try this. In fact, I'm going to try it tonight as soon as I am done recording and I go jump in the shower, because I'm going to sit in the shower and, well, not sit, I'm going to stand in the shower and just smells the same as the dog shampoo. Oh my God, me and the puppies are going to smell the same. We're going to smell so nice. If you know what this smells like. It's got a very distinctive, very clean smell. Oh, does it say anything you need to know on the back? Probably not. Tired of saying I'm fine? Us too. This shampoo breathes life into fine flat hair with strengthening keratin, biotin, and nourishing chia seed oil. Hair is left clean, bouncy, and full of volume, so you can finally be fine with being fine. I hope so. I like the bottle is pretty. Again, these are like, $30 some, so I ended up getting them for would it have been 20% off or something like that? I don't know. I think those were both 24. And then I got a small little travel size bottle of the leave-in conditioner. God, this writing is so small. A multitasking leave-in mist that works all day to smooth, soften, and detangle hair. I just got the leave-in. I was going to get the regular conditioner, but ooh, wow, this is really, oh, holy crap, that smells good. Oh my God. Oh, okay, I might need to get a giant bottle of this. This is like the best smell in the world. Oh my God, I don't know what that is, but that smells really good. Holy crap. That smells amazing. Okay, I would wear this as a cologne. Speaking of, okay, they got me with the sale, but they also had a thing an ad on Instagram that said it was during this sale only or something like that you would get the Vacation Discovery Set. And I've been talking about scents and smells and perfumes. Man, I could have sat in my studio and recorded the Heretic perfumes because I know Janet's waiting to see that. I could have done the Heretic perfumes today. I'm going to maybe, I don't know, I'll be doing those next week, I think. I also wanted to do some makeup. I am desperate to play with some makeup, but the way I feel, I'm trying not to move much, as you can tell. I'm usually a lot more animated, moving around, and I'm just kind of like, I need to stay as still as I can. So this Vacation Discovery Set are their fragrance mists. Well, okay, there's a fragrance mist, and a hair and body mist. Vacay is only a spray away. These scents will make you feel like you're lounging on the beaches of St. Bart's, taking a dip in Santorini and dancing till the sun comes up in Ibiza. Ibiza. If you want to be bougie and say it the right way. So Ibiza and Santorini say coming soon right here. Say right there, coming soon. Right? Oh, so the thing is, this was a special. It's a new scent. You're the first to try our new scents, Ibiza and Santorini. All it says, Ibiza smells like dancing the night away. Santorini smells like diving all the way in. Ouai. St. Bart smells like you're out of office. Coming soon to theway.com. So we're going to see what these smell like. So 2 of these are unreleased scents. And it said that if you ordered during the certain time while supplies lasted, you would be, wow, ooh. Ooh, those smell good. You would be the first to try these unreleased scents that are apparently coming soon. And I'm like, all right, let me be that person who tries the unreleased scents that are coming soon. And this was no charge. This came free with my purchase. So like I said, I got the shampoo for the dogs, a shampoo for me. Why does it feel like one of these leaked? They feel damp. I'm scared. Okay, my fingers are wet. Something leaked in the bag. I think it was St. Bart's. I can't, yeah, that feels like St. Bart's might have leaked a little bit. The St. Bart's one was a little loose. So I think that's what I'm smelling. The St. Bart's is one that's available now, and it's a hair and body mist. The scent is not a basic... Oh, this scent is not a basic beach, with notes of dragon fruit, orange blossom, tuberose, and musk. St. Bart's hair and body mist will take you away with just a spray. Okay, that sounds pretty good, huh? My bed is really going to smell. I just realized. It's very clean. Oh my God, it's going to make me sneeze. I don't know that I'm getting the tuberose. It said tuberose, musk, orange blossom, dragon fruit. I mean, what does dragon fruit even smell like? Dragon fruit barely has a flavor. Do you guys think dragon fruit has a smell? Because I do not think it does. I like that this one's a hair mist, although I much prefer the scent of this leave-in conditioner. I think I would use this in the summer as a body mist. It's very summery smelling. All of them are going to be summery smelling. They're kind of like a whole beach vibe, right? Which is not usually my thing. Okay, so this is these two are actual fragrance mists. That one is a hair and body mist. So these are kind of like your perfumey kind of things. And the writing it's so hard to read this. It's really tiny and the bottle is clear. Hold on, what if I do that? Oh, that's better. You need to have something behind it. Okay. Seize the day in Santorini, this light and bright scent, notes of peach, orange, honeysuckle, and amber. I feel like I'm going to like this one a lot more. Santorini will take you away with just a spray. Okay, they say that on all of them. Okay, it totally smells like the other one now, though. We'll go this way. Oh, that's nice. Oh, my God. Okay, that smells really good. This one, okay, I'll give you one word. Juicy. It smells juicy. It totally smells juicy. That's the juicy, juicy, juicy. Peach, orange, honeysuckle, and amber. It smells like a mimosa because the peach, I think, getting a lot of peach. It's a really nice blend. The honeysuckle had me a little scared because honeysuckle can be like really, really overly sweet. I don't think that is. Okay, I would wear that. I would wear that year round if I'm feeling icky and like I want to feel a little light and beachy in the middle of winter. I would definitely wear that. So that was Santorini, and then we have Ibiza. Ibiza. I'm just slap happy because I've been sitting still all day. Oh my God, this one's like freaking impossible to look. How do you read? I don't know if it's focusing. Wait, I took my glasses off. This vlog is a mess. Okay, look. Hold on. Can you read that? Look, oh my God, look at it. That is like impossible to read. I'm going to make an effort. Hold on. It's okay. Ibiza. Smell like that beach, no matter how you pronounce it. This warm, sensual scent with notes of cocoa, tonka bean, vanilla, and rum. Ibiza fragrance mints will take you away with a spray. So we have cocoa, tonka bean, vanilla, and rum. Smells Caribbean, I'm guessing. Okay, we'll go this way again. My bed is going to really smell tonight. Okay, gourmand girlies would love this. This is, whoa. That just hangs in the air. Okay, that just went right up my nose. I think I like this one the least. Wow, that smell is just not... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm so going to sneeze. Oh. This one's strong. That is strong. I'm right on the edge of a sneeze from this one. Okay, this is not me. It smells good. But this is one of those scents that I smell it and I go, I can picture like the person this would smell good on. Like, okay, my dog sitter, Sarah, I bet this would smell good on Sarah. Don't ask how I know that. I've known Sarah like forever. For I don't know how long, how many years, like over a decade. That would smell good on Sarah, I think. I just don't have the chemistry for this scent necessarily, I don't think. Yeah, that scent on a Polish Russian girly, not so much. I don't know how to explain it. It's very warm smelling. The rum and the vanilla is very strong. The cocoa is very strong. I'm not getting a ton of the rum smell, but the vanilla is hitting me so hard. It's really, really strong vanilla smell. Like, kind of too strong for me. Okay, don't laugh. My friend Jamie would smell really good in this because he loves the smell of vanilla, and sometimes like a vanilla-based something, the vanilla and rum on my friend Jamie, Dr. Jamie in Michigan, that would smell really good on him. I don't think that's for me. I may gift that to one of my friends or my dog sitter. I can't imagine I would ever wear it. It's too sweet for me, and it's too warm. The warm and the sweet at the same time. It's very, very heavy gourmand fragrance. So with the cocoa and the vanilla and the tonka bean and the rum, it's a lot. It's very warm. It's very sweet. It's very gourmand. It's almost like the smell of an overly sweet dessert with too much going on. At the same time, there are people who I know would probably wear the crap out of this and it would smell good on them. My body chemistry, I think I talked about this before. Gourmand scents don't smell that great on me, and I don't like the way they smell on me, and I don't like the smell of, I enjoy the smell of them on someone else, but not on me, if that makes sense. So that one, I don't know. Whew, that is a journey. It's weird because it's like, I don't like it, but I don't like hate it. I don't know how to, wow, I don't know that I've ever had this happen with a scent. It's a great scent. It's just not for me. That's all I can say. All right. Anyway, so that's this. I got this today. Was waiting for it. It was supposed to be delivered yesterday. We had a bunch of stuff that was supposed to get here yesterday. My husband said one of my Christmas presents he was waiting for was supposed to be here yesterday, and it did not show up. Have you guys been able to hear me this whole time? My microphone fell under my sweater. Oh no. If my sound has been terrible, I'm sorry. Okay, so there's my new mic. It doesn't work with this thing. I thought there was a clip. Oh, there's a clip on here, I think. I think there's a way to clip it too. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I could have done the clip. Hold on. Sorry about the noise. Shh. Okay. There's a little clip on it, which is pretty cool. Why is that light on? Now I bumped something. I hope my sound... It's all over the place. Okay. I'm smelling like 3 different smells right now. And it's a lot. I'm trapped in this bed with all the smells. My nose was running before. So how's everybody out there doing? I'm doing terrible. I want to do Vlogmas, and I think I'm especially frustrated because it's like a few weeks until, a couple weekends left coming up before Christmas, and I had so many plans this weekend. I was so excited to do the advent calendars with my husband. We're going to try to do those tomorrow. I really wanted to do those today and have those up today because I want to do the whole first week with him of the marshmallows and the hot cocos. We're going to do that today, and here I am, miserable. So I'm hoping I feel better tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to take a shower, and I'm going to try this shampoo and the leave-in conditioner. I'm going to do my skincare, my glow recipe thing I did last night, and see how I feel in the morning. I'll sleep on my heaty mattress cover thing again. Oh, I can't reach it. There's the clickies down there for it. What else is up here? Oh, my hand cream. It's almost empty. My reading glasses. It's called, let's have a tour of my nightstand. There's not, my TV switchy that I never use because I never watch TV in my bedroom, which is funny. There's a TV in here because my husband has to have a TV in every single freaking room in the house. I would prefer to just have no TV in my bedroom. If I watch anything that's on Netflix or whatever, I watch it on my iPad in here. Because otherwise I'm like watching the TV. It's all the way across the room over there. My big purple water thing is back there. What else? Not much else. My chargers are up here. Luckily, Prudence is not eating those anymore. Hold on, leave my coffee up here for a minute. So I got these new lamps. I got this little lamp. Isn't it cute? I got 2 of these because I was trying to figure out what to put in here for like a little lamp, reading lamp. So, wait. Ta-da! That's the warm. That's the cool. Off. So you can go warm and then you hold it. Dimming, dimming, dimming. And brightening, brightening. Cool. And dimming. Okay, wait, let me make it bright again. So I got these because they're just a touch thing and they're rechargeable, which is pretty cool. There's a little, these are by Philips. I'm not putting a link or anything. I found them on Amazon. They were on sale for, they were pretty cheap on Black Friday, but they have a little recharger here, a little thing you just plug them in and let them charge. I think I got about a week's worth of use out of this before I had to recharge it, but it came in a set of 2. Since there are 2 of these kind of cubbies, there's one over on that side, so there's one on my hubby's side and one over here. So we have a lamp on each side, so that's pretty cool. So I needed something in there because I have this other light on the side, but I have to reach over and turn that off and on, and it's kind of a big lamp. It's a floor lamp. So I wanted something as a reading light, but I also have this one up here, like I said, that's clipped on up at the top because I've been doing all this reading. I would show you my All Souls trilogy, but that's what my camera tripod is sitting on. So I'm holding a box set of 3 books between my legs right now. My legs are like going like this. I'm holding, I should just show you. It's so stupid. So the box is between my calves and I'm squeezing the box and holding it. Look, I can move it. Ow. Oh, the box is sticking to my legs now. So I'm holding the box between my legs so it doesn't fall over. And then my tripod is like balanced on top of it. It's so stupid. This is called desperation to not miss a day of Vlogmas. Hopefully you guys are entertained by this nonsense. And give me a like and a comment and a subscribe for being in horrendous back pain and still doing a video. I'm already mad at myself that I couldn't do anything today. I was so excited. We were going to go get a tree today. I was going to take a shower this morning and go. We were going to go out. We were going to get a tree. We were going to take the dogs with us, and we were going to go get some other, look around, maybe go to Home Goods or something, look at Christmas decorations. But I was feeling so terrible this morning. My back hurts so bad. I threw a little beanie on, just like I said, when my hair is all smushed. I have hat hair from wearing a beanie most of the day. I threw a little beanie on. We went out. We went up to CVS. I got these like pain pad, those lidocaine pad things for my back. We also got, did you know that from the makers of Dayquil and NyQuil, they make something now called Pain Quill? Have you guys seen this? It's downstairs. My husband stole it. It's downstairs right now. In the bathroom downstairs, but it looks just like a NyQuil bottle, and it's like, what's it, like purpley red, and it says Pain Quill, and it's like a whole bottle of like liquid acetaminophen. I told him, I held it up in CVS, I was like, "Guk, guk, 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 guk," and he's like, "No." I said, "I know, I'm not going to do that." But I've taken Motrin, and it's not really doing anything. I think he has Advil PM downstairs, and I may just take that. I really don't want to knock myself out totally tonight because we have so much to try to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm just going to try to suck it up and go out, and we're going to try to do everything we want to do. But I was supposed to go to the grocery store today. We were supposed to go get a tree. I was supposed to go down to, this is really annoying. I have a whole bunch of old motor oil from when my husband used to do oil changes for us, right? He used to change our oil himself, but he's too busy to do that anymore. So we just go and get oil changes. But he had all these like bottles of motor oil from like that he had drained out, right? So he has the bottles and you can recycle those. And there is a tire place right down by our grocery store. And I noticed the last time I was there, they did some work on my car and they had a sign up saying, we take recycled motor oil. I'm like, oh. So we've had this motor oil sitting, it was out in our old shed. I pulled it out of there and I'm like, we got to do something with this. It was over the summer when we replaced my shed and put my studio there. Remember, I had the old white, it looked like a barn. If you've been here a long time, oh my God. I never did do that whole, oh my God, I didn't do that video. That'll be a January project. I recorded the entire process of the old shed, like where it was, it getting picked up because somebody came and picked it up and took it to repurpose it. We did not destroy it. I knew somebody locally and I said, hey, if you want this shed, come and get it. And he had a flatbed and the means to like actually get the whole shed onto a flatbed and drive it out of here. And it went to his cousin. So his cousin has our old shed, which is very cool. That thing was so well made. It needed repair work and everything, but for what sheds cost anymore, I'm like, hey, it's free. If you can get it out of my yard, you can have it. Believe me, people will take a free shed if they have the means to move it in a flatbed and a excavator to help get it on there or something to pull it on and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so he came and got it. So I actually filmed that. And then I filmed me looking around going, oh my God, like there's no shed here now. This is so weird. And then we had our friend Joe come in. Well, we got all the gravel and that got dumped. And then Joe came and put the gravel and leveled it all. And he had to level the whole pad for us. We had to re-level it because when the shed got dragged out, it kind of messed the pad up. So we had to re-level the whole thing. And that got done right before my studio got delivered. So my studio got dumped, like they put it right down right where my old shed was. And I did record that whole process. Then I also recorded I think I put it on a short on here when it got delivered. And when my husband, I said, you're the first one, go on in, open the door, walk in, because he got it for us. So I have that, but then I have I recorded myself putting the whole floor in and I time-lapsed it. Actually, I time-lapsed a lot of that, but that was over the summer. I time-lapsed that. I didn't record myself painting, but I painted the ceiling. I painted the walls. I painted all the window frames and all that stuff. So, I did all the insulation myself. And then our friends, Joe and Dave, came out and did all the drywall for us because they're better at drywall than us, frankly. I suck at drywall. So does my husband. Doing drywall, mudding, and taping, it's one of those things like you have to do it a lot to be good at it. If you do it regularly, you're really good at it. If you only do it once in a great while, I learned how to do it, but I suck at it because I don't do it often enough. So we just had them do it for us. And yeah, so I actually documented everything. I recorded, I did pictures and video of the whole process of putting that whole thing together and getting my couch and everything else for in there. And I never put it together in a video because right after that happened was when Eliza got really sick and started really having problems and she was going downhill. And then we lost my dad. So everything just kind of, and then, our siding got done on our house. And if you go look at my Instagram, my last picture I put up was of the full moon or the night before the full moon with our house and Christmas lights I put up and these gorgeous clouds. And there's also a picture of my backyard looking very cool. We've been doing a lot of really neat lighting around here. And next year, as we do the landscaping, it's going to be even better. So we're still in kind of finishing mode with the outside. And as you can see, my master bedroom is purple. And I do love this color, but there's a lot I want to do in here still Now that we're getting more things done around here, I'm like, I got things I want to do. Okay, one thing I'm going to do that's pretty cool. My husband's going to go to Michigan to see his mom soon. I don't know when exactly, but he's going before Christmas. And I'm kind of making him go because I don't have any parents now, which is, I've talked about, it's really weird. I have no parents left. So he still has his mom with him. He lost his dad, but his mom is still here. And I said, please, please, please go see your mom. Like, don't, I know he's busy. I know he's working a lot, but I'm like, you'll be sorry if you don't go see her, and then it'll be too late. She won't be here, and you'll never get that time back. You'll regret that you didn't go more often. So I'm kind of like, just go. So he's going to go see her. But here's the thing. It's really exciting. I'm whispering. I'm going to go to Sherwin-Williams and pick out paint. I finally decided what I want to do with my downstairs hallway that leads to his office. And I decide what I want to do with my whole hallway leading to the master bedroom and the whole entryway of our house. Eventually, the north side wall, that's the really big, huge wall that my TV and the floating shelves and my big black china cabinet are on. I know exactly what I want to do. I'm very excited. I have Only Murders in the Building to thank for it, because there was an episode of Only Murders in the Building that there was a particular room that someone was painting and working on, and I went, how did I never think of that? It's brilliant. That's exactly the wall I want in my house, the walls I want in my house. Downstairs is not going to be the same color though, but all of the hallway up here, the doors will all probably be like dark gray or black. And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I don't know how much of camera stops at 30 minutes. It's a thing. Like it stops recording at focus, please. Hello. God, I sound like someone else, who vlogs. Focus. Camera stopped. I don't want to tell you what it is, what I'm doing, because I'd rather like do a reveal and be like, here's the before and here's the after. It's just, trust me, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be one of my crowning painting achievements in this house. If you've seen my downstairs that I did all red, our theater room, and where the fireplace and our bar and the theater room is, which the whole downstairs is a theater room, actually. If you've seen that in any of my videos or anything on Instagram, I sponge painted all of those walls, and I used 4 different shades. I had a base shade, and then I did 3 other colors, a light, a medium, and a dark. Yeah, I think 3 or 4 colors that I used to sponge paint. And in the corners, I did darker, and then I kind of like feathered it out, and then I did like lighter highlights in places. So there's an art to like doing sponge painting and making it kind of look like almost like an aged plasterish kind of thing. I like the that it looks textural without having an actual texture to it, So anyway, I know exactly what I want to do up here. So I'm really excited, but what I want to do is surprise my husband for Christmas. So he'll come back from his mom's, and he's going to come back, and the whole entryway and the hallway will be completely different. And the downstairs hallway leading to his office will be done. So I kept trying to figure out why I love the whole theater room so much, but then the hallway, I painted a color that goes with it, but I don't like it. Then I realized one day, I'm like, I don't like it because the hallway looks so flat, because it's just one solid color. But then you go into the theater room and it's all sponge painted. So the hallway needs to be sponge painted, but it's a different color. So it is going to be sponge painted, just in a different variety of shades. So it'll look really, really good. It'll kind of like more marry it together. And then once I do the entryway coming upstairs, it's the same thing. It'll be a different color again, only the same kind of textural sponge painty thing. So it's going to look very, very cool. And I want the sponge painting in the hallway to have more of a feathered appearance, where it has like feathery kind of lines in it. So it almost has like some marble feel. I'm very into doing like painting like that. I don't know. I love painting. So I'm very excited to do that. Luckily, I don't have to do the ceilings. The ceilings are going to stay the way they are. Unfortunately, we have that ugly popcorn ceiling that I hate. Eventually, I do want to get it all scraped down. We had that done downstairs. The problem with that is the upstairs is totally finished. Do you guys know how much dust it creates to get rid of a popcorn ceiling? A lot. My whole kitchen, where it's all black, if we get rid of all that popcorn ceiling, I almost, I don't even, I don't know. I don't know how we would do it. I'd have to tape everything off. It would just be insane. I do want to do it eventually. I want to get rid of every popcorn ceiling in this house. It's been kind of a mission I'm on. We got rid of it all downstairs. I think it's still in my husband's office, though, but it's going to be gone everywhere but his office downstairs. But then the whole upstairs, because we have a bi-level house, the whole upstairs has it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, I already scraped it down in my master bathroom because that's one of the next rooms that we're going to be completely gutting and remodeling. We're taking everything out of there. It is going to be a giant empty room with nothing in it. We're starting from scratch. So the toilet, the tub, the vanity, everything is going to go next year. Everything will be out of there. I already found the tub I want. I don't know about the vanity yet. I found the toilet and the tub I want. But the vanity and the mirrors and the lights there's a reason we haven't done it in the 18 years we've lived here. My husband's offered. Last year, actually Christmas of 2024, he said, I don't know what to do for your birthday. What if we remodel the master bathroom? What a gift, right? Oh my God. By the way, he's the best. He's like an amazing guy. He's also my best friend, but he's the best. And I actually said no. What person in their right mind says no to doing a whole master bathroom remodel, right? And you know why I said no? I said, I don't know what I want to do yet. And I don't want to say yes and just do something and then later on go, well, now I don't like it. So I'm trying to find something to do that's very timeless that I'll always like. I don't want to do anything gimmicky. I don't want to do anything like kitschy. Okay, I did get a very gothic, very, very gothic style wallpaper that I thought I wanted to put on the far wall. And now I don't know if I want to. Ooh, I like it, but I don't know. I'm actually thinking if I ever got my walk-in closet that I want to do the gothic wallpaper in my closet. I think it would look so cool. Or it may be, I originally wanted to do it on this wall of the master bedroom. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to work on it. It could be in the master bedroom. It would look good with the purple because it's black and silver wallpaper. It would look really good with the purple to have one or two walls that were the black and silver wallpaper, and then the other two are like purple. This purple up here, accent walls. I don't know. It's a lot to think about, and it's a lot of work. But you know what else I got to do? I have my own little grooming salon business with dogs, and I do YouTube when I'm not working and not in horrendous pain for my back. And basically all I do is remodel this house. I've been doing it for a decade or something. It's a big house. There's a lot to do. It's kind of like my friend Jamie and I were talking once about legacies, and it's like if you don't have kids, right? If you're like child free by choice, like we were, and Jamie is, what's your legacy, right? Well, Jamie has a great legacy. He's a doctor, but he's also a teacher. So he teaches the family practice urgent care students that come through and do their rotations. And he asked me one day, he's like, I never had kids, so what's my legacy? I go, are you kidding? Hundreds of doctors that you've trained to do just an amazing job if they listen to you. And he was voted by Wayne State University, he was voted by the students as the favorite teacher of all the rotations by the graduating residents. He won that, I think, twice, maybe more. I know he won it at least twice. He might have won it more. I don't know. But I said, that says so much about you. And he's just got walls of awards, and awards from the city, awards from the state, awards from other schools. I mean, he graduated on the dean's list from Wayne State. And just an amazing guy. So I'm like, what do you mean, what's your legacy? What's my legacy? I've rescued a bunch of dogs that nobody knows about, really. I mean, you guys on my YouTube know a little bit about them, and I am working on, I want to write a book about all the dogs I've rescued. because my husband and I have fostered and adopted a lot of dogs over 25 years. Over 20, when we're not, where am I going with this? I got out of doing a lot of rescue and all that a while back because I had rescue fatigue. Hold on. It's a Prudence. Oh, hello. Well, hello. Hello. Hi, Enid. Hi, Prue. Everybody's here. They've all decided to come upstairs and attack me. Okay, let's not play. Mommy's recording. Can we not play on the bed? Prudence. Lil Prue. Lil Prue. Lil Prue. By the way, her shirt says Mini Pooper, and it's the Mini Cooper logo. It's hilarious. Looks so cute on her. What are you chewing on? Okay, I had to take a break because my hubby came up and all the dogs came up and they went crazy. And he's back downstairs with Casper and Prudence now. Enid is up here with me. She's calm. Come here, E. Come here. Come here. Enid. Come here, please. Come say hi. Come on. Oh, come on. Don't be shy. Okay, here she is. It's my tiny bat. Thank you. Hello, tiny bat. How are you tonight? Good? I know it's smelly in here, isn't it? It's like there's a lot of smells. Anyway, so I got really hardcore rescue fatigue because for a long time, we adopted and fostered, mostly adopted, all special needs dogs and dogs that were terrified, in need of rehab. They were completely unsocialized, completely terrified of the world and people and everything. And there is a thing called rescue fatigue, and I got it really badly a long time ago, which is why, and some people wonder, like, okay, I got Casper. Well, he's special needs because he was born deaf. And then we got the bat, Enid. Yes, you baby. Who I did not look for Enid. My friend Philip reached out to me and said, I have someone for you. And I've told her story and you can go look for that video. But she was actually offered to me from my friend Philip after I had lost my Chinese crested boys, and I lost little dude specifically, and then I lost Luna. So I lost all my cresteds. I lost the 2 in 1 year, and I thought I was going to lose my mind. If Enid wouldn't have come along in between losing the 2 cresteds, I don't know how I would have dealt with it. But she is a magical little being, and I call Enid and Prudence my heart and soul. I said Prudence is my heart and Enid is my soul. And they have really, like, pieced me back together. But it's weird because we were rescue people all the time, and we also only took in dogs that we took in hospice dogs that we didn't know how long they would have to live. One of them I took in, the shelter he was gonna be let go in the shelter if someone didn't take him. So through another rescue organization, I said, I'll take him, and I was doing like a foster, but not really, because it was a foster / hospice. So, but he was going to stay with us anyway. His name was Benson. And Benson came in and they said he might only have a couple weeks to live, and he was with us 11 months. So I loved him so much. He was found as a stray in New York City, in Brooklyn, I think, actually, not New York City. Well, in New York City, but in Brooklyn. He was at the Brooklyn ACC, Animal Control Center. And so that's not a good place to be, especially as a senior. He was extremely neglected. He was skinny. His nails were curled all the way around into his paw pads. Oh, he was such a mess. And it made me so happy to take care of him. And he had so much fun while he was here, and I just adored him. He was like a lab pit mix, believe it or not. Not the kind of dog I would normally have. I was highly allergic to him, but I miss him all the time. He was only with us 11 months, but I didn't want him to go in the shelter and not know a home and love and warmth. And he was on the streets. It was terrible. This was years ago. Anyway, so taking in dogs like that and knowing, like, I don't want to say they're a ticking time bomb, but they're kind of a ticking time bomb. I didn't know how long he was going to be with us. He was with us 11 months. I loved every minute he was here. But when I lost him, I was like, oh, it was horrible. It was horrible, horrible, horrible. He had a stroke. That's what happened. But we tended to only, I always said, my husband and I said, we never get dogs because we want a dog. We get dogs that need us. So we only adopted dogs that nobody else would take, that were considered the unadoptables, right? Or the very unlikely to get adopted, the dogs that get overlooked, the dogs that are like so fearful. I've told this story before where my dad said, I was telling him about Trudy and how Trudy, our Italian Greyhound we lost a few years ago, how it took me years and years for her to have her be okay with me just petting her and picking her up. And my dad, back when I adopted her, said, why would you get a dog that you can't pet and that doesn't want to be around you and it's terrified of you? I'm like, because I'm rehabilitating her, Dad, because I want to teach her love. I want to teach her to that not all people are bad. And it really, I got to say, it changed the way my dad looked at animals and the way my dad looked at me. He looked at me with, I remember his eyes kind of misted up. You know, he got kind of teary-eyed. And he was like, wow. It never occurred to my dad that people would do that, right? That they would like make that decision or do that. I'm like, Dad, people do it all the time. Not a lot of people. A lot of dogs never find a home because no one will give them the time and the patience and the energy to do that. I have had 3 dogs, all Italian Greyhounds. No, actually 4, sorry. 4 dogs that were all Italian Greyhounds that were puppy mill rescues that were extremely neglected, completely unsocialized, and terrorized by everything in the world, including wind, noises, human beings, people touching them. Eliza, who we just lost in September, was like that. She was feral. She was like, you know, the people who take in feral cats? Okay, I took in 4 dogs that were basically feral dogs, that they weren't mean, they were just terrified. Luckily, none of them were reactive or mean. None of them were biters, nothing like that. They didn't growl, they didn't bark, they didn't bite. They were just terrified. They would just shake and hide and cower. They would just cower, and it was heartbreaking. And like I told my dad, I said, Dad, I'm teaching them that all people aren't bad, that life isn't scary. I want to teach them to feel happiness and joy, and that's my goal. And I did it with all those dogs. I took all of those dogs from being terrified to be even looked at. And by the end of their lives, they were well-adjusted, happy. We would take them out in public and strangers could pet them. Eliza would walk up to people she didn't know for pets. And it would just, every time it would just like choke me up because I'm like, if people only knew the years that I spent and all the, and the thing is, it takes a lot of patience. Okay. You can't force healing with a person, and you can't force healing with a dog. All you can do is offer them a space to heal. And that's what I did with all these dogs that I took in, all the special needs and the seniors and everything, was I offered them a space to heal. Now, the problem with that is it's especially devastating when you've gone on that journey with a dog and then you lose them. And I did that over and over and over. And that's what caused my rescue fatigue, where I'm like, I really broke down at one point. And I told my husband, I said, I'm never getting another dog. I can't do this anymore. I can't do it. I was shattered. As a human, I was like shattered. My heart was in billions of pieces. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. And you know, I had, I don't want to say arguments, but discussions with my husband about it, because he's very like, well, I want to rescue more dogs. I want to rescue more dogs. And I said, but I'm the dog trainer. And that I did work as a dog trainer, you guys, and especially what I specialized in as a dog trainer was reactive dogs, scared dogs, unsocialized dogs, senior dogs, blind dogs, deaf dogs. I've trained all of those things, all of those situations. We had 2 different epileptic Italian Greyhounds in our lives. So yeah, as a dog trainer, to live every minute of your day rehabbing dogs and working with them, it's a lot. It's a lot on your psyche and your soul and your heart and your brain. And I just said, at one point I said, I feel like a shell of a person. You know, I feel like a shell. Like I've given these dogs everything and they all pass away. I give them everything and then they're gone. And I really had a hard time dealing with that. And it was really painful. It was really horrible. And I've had people say how hard it is. They're like, oh, I lost my dog. I'm like, my friends have tried to understand, or I've tried, talked to Jamie and Jeremy and even other people who have lost dogs. And I said, okay, the feeling you're having losing your dog, multiply it by 25. And then just that feeling over and over again, 25 times. Because that's how many dogs I've lost in 25 years. At one time we had 10 fosters, 10 rescue dogs, and we had a couple of foster fails. We had fosters that couldn't get adopted out, so they ended up just staying with us. And one of them was a foster, Miss Beeps, who was a puppy mill Italian Greyhound, terrified of everything. And she was something. She was epileptic and severely epileptic, severely epileptic. And she was terrified of everything. So one time when I went out of town, I had friends taking care of her, and they couldn't catch her to give her her seizure medication, to give her her anti-seizure medication. She was on phenobarb. And I remember getting a phone call, and my friend Val was like, I can't catch her. And not only that, even if they could catch her, she wouldn't eat for anyone because she was terrified of everyone. So nobody could catch her. She was in our house. I was away. Nobody could get her. Finally, Jeremy was there. My friend Val was there. Everybody was trying to catch her or corner her to give her her phenobarb in her treat, right? And they were throwing the treat at her, and she's like, she wouldn't eat it because she was terrified. Finally, my friend Jamie, who's Dr. Jamie, who is the fixer, calls me. He's like, okay, I got it. I went over, I grabbed her, I took the pill, I shoved it down her throat, I held her snout closed so she swallowed it. She's good. And yes, she was terrified, but it was more important to get the pill in her. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. Because if she was seizing and I wasn't there, that would have been much, much worse. So these are the kinds of things I had to deal with. But I don't take it back. I wouldn't ever go back and change it. All the dogs that we adopted and saved and rescued, and all the ones that were the unadoptables, I would never go back and change it, especially the senior dogs that we took in. Because, oh, my phone just fell. I told you it's going to fall. Whoop. And it fell again. Oh my God, it keeps falling. Hold on. Stop moving. It just stopped moving. So I wouldn't change it, but it did give me severe rescue fatigue, and it made me a very, very depressed person for a long time. Oh my God, my camera will not stop falling. It's going to be like, stop recording. Wait, there's no way to do this. Maybe I should just hold my camera. I guess I could just hold it like this. Okay, wait, now I can show you my books. All Souls Trilogy, here it is. Ta-da. That's what the camera was sitting on. Maybe I could put my knee up like this. And, okay, so now my camera's going to be wobbly because I'm holding it. I'm not going to vlog much longer. This is getting long. This is a mess. I'm not going to edit this because I don't feel good enough to sit at my desk. So me hiccuping, sniffles, everything is staying in here. My camera falling over. I don't care. I did a vlog. And, oh, by the way, wait, where is it? These things move. I've showed this before. Look. Books. Books everywhere. Books everywhere. I love this bed. This bed is awesome. It's a king size because I have to fit all the dogs in it and my hubby and me. So yeah, I got rescue fatigue though, and I was kind of like, I can't do it anymore. And it's like a lot of people, they say, after they've lost a dog, they're like, they want to get a puppy because they don't want to get a dog that's a senior, because then it's like, they're not going to be with you and you're going to go through that loss all over again. And I've talked about this before, but 2021, I lost my mom. 2022, we lost Rusty, our oldest Italian Greyhound, who was our second foster fail back in 2024-ish, something like that. Anyway, she made it to over 18 years old, which is outstanding. But then the following year, in 2023, we lost Trudy, who was a huge, devastating blow to me because I spent 7 years rehabbing her. She was considered one of the most unadoptable puppy mill rescues that National Puppy Mill Rescue in Colorado had in. My friend Pam went there to meet Trudy and said, yeah, this dog, they said she doesn't show well, which means when people would come in and walk through and look for a dog to adopt, she was so terrified, like someone would look at her and she would go cower in a corner and hide. She wouldn't run up to people. She would run away. When I did finally fly to Colorado to adopt her, I was waiting for them to bring her out of the kennel and bring her to me to adopt and take home. And I was waiting for 15 or 20 minutes, and they finally came out and said we couldn't catch her. They had to fold a giant piece of cardboard and keep walking forward and get her into a corner. And they had to corner her with a shield, basically. And then another person had to pick her up, and she was petrified. And that's the dog I took home. So these are the kind of dogs I get. But when you put all that healing and all that patience and all that time into healing a dog like that, and then you lose them, it's such a huge, I'm not saying it's huger than any other loss. Loss is loss. And I always say it's not a competition. But just for me personally, I think the thing that I think is the most unfair, and I said this about Eliza, and my niece Mads said this about Eliza, is that it took Eliza so long to not be scared of everything. It took her so long to be a normal dog and to enjoy the little joys that dogs love that most people take for granted. Like, people take it for granted their dogs play. People take it for granted their dogs look at birds and they look at the sky and they run around the yard and they play. Eliza didn't do that for most of the time she was with us. She was afraid of everything. I had to be patient with her, and she wasn't ever really afraid of me. She was afraid of a lot of people. She's not as comfortable around men, but Eliza and I really bonded. We bonded after I lost Voodoo, my first Chinese crested boy. We lost him, and she was really bonded with him. For some reason, she followed him everywhere, and it took me a little while to realize that she was mourning him, and I was devastated over losing him. He's the tattoo on my whole right arm. He's on my right arm. My whole upper arm is Voodoo. And I looked at her one day. I said, "You miss him too, don't you?" And she just looked at me, and that was when we saw each other's souls. It was a moment, and then it was never the same after that with me and Eliza. I would hold her, and it's like she knew. It's like we knew, we both missed him so much. And after that, it was all jam. It was all good. We just really bonded. So it was awesome. But it was a lot of rehab with her to get her not afraid of everything in the world and life and being outside. She was always afraid of noises. She was always afraid of thunder. She was always afraid of, the sound of our smoke detectors triggered her. Trucks backing up, going beep, 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 would trigger her. She would just have a meltdown. I don't know why. It's just something in her history. There were sounds that she was actually rescued from a live animal auction with 22 other puppy mill rescue Iggies in Arkansas, and it was horrible. So God only knows what that poor thing went through the first year and a half of her life. It was not good. It was all trauma. She didn't get to be a normal puppy. She was traumatized. So that's what I had to work with her. But when you do that for so long and so many years, I spent, God, almost 2 decades, actually more than 2 decades, rehabbing traumatized dogs. And my husband, after he got Casper, he wanted, and we lost Eliza, he said, I want to rescue another one, maybe a senior or special needs. And I said, I can't do it right now. I just can't. I mean, I had to be really honest. I was like, I can't. And I told my husband, I said, I do want to adopt special needs dogs again. I do want to adopt terrified dogs. I do want to rehab them again, but not yet. It's too soon after after losing Eliza. I can't do that again yet. But Prudence came along, and Prudence was from my friend Sue, who I've known since I got my first Italian Greyhounds 25 years ago in March. So I've known her for decades, and Prudence is just amazing, and I love everything about her. But I love, for the first time in 20 some years, I have 3 dogs that didn't need to be fixed, that I didn't have to fix what other humans screwed them up with. I have 3 dogs with no baggage. My joke is, if they have any baggage, it's my fault. So they better not have any baggage, right? That's why I spoil them and I love them so much. It's like I spent almost half my life now. I'm going to be 57, but I spent 25 years of that rehabilitating troubled animals, troubled dogs, traumatized, scarred, just dogs that nobody else could help, right? That I had rescue say, look, can you take this dog? Because nobody's going to adopt this dog. And we did. And like I said, I don't regret any of it, other than it was emotionally exhausting, and it took a toll on me emotionally and mentally and physically, because I didn't take care of myself very well. When I was rehabbing all the dogs I was doing training classes and everything, my health was deteriorating rapidly, and I got really, really sick, and that was when I ended up having to have surgery, and it's a whole story. It was a mess. And everyone was like, you got to figure out what's going on with you. I'm like, yeah, when do I have time? I never focused on myself. I focused on the dogs that I needed to help. So I spent a lot of time taking care of everyone but myself. Never took care of myself, never did anything for myself. Everything was for the dogs. And now I've learned balance, which is great. I am fiercely protective of my peace and my time, and that saying no. I learned to say no. But I told my husband, I said, okay, I have my heart and soul back. I have Prudence. We have Casper. Lydia is still here. Lydia's doing great. She's 10 years old. Sanit's mentioned Lydia. Lydia is my eyeless wonder dog. She was born with no eyes. I've mentioned her before. She's a Shih Tzu mix. Lydia's 10 now. She's got to go to the vet. She's having some weird stuff going on. Nothing bad. Just she has no eyes. She's got 2 little slits where her eyes should be, and they've been very runny and watery lately. Her nose is very dry. I want to get some blood work on her and a urinalysis, because she's been drinking a lot more and weeing a lot more, and I want to just get her kidneys checked again. We just had her checked out a few months ago, and they said her kidney function was absolutely fine and normal. But I'm like, then why is she drinking so much and peeing so much? So I do want to get that. I want to get it checked again. We're getting her checked again, even though I just had her checked out like a couple of months ago, and they said she was fine. Then I'm like, why is she peeing and drinking so much? So it could just be that she has a UTI, which is probably likely. So I'm going to try to call next week and see if I can get her in to get checked out. But other than that, I mean, Lydia's been pretty good, and she's 10, but we've got 3 puppies technically. Well, Casper's going to be 3 next year. Enid will be 2 next May, and Prudence is 6 months old in 2 weeks. So it is very weird to have a house with 3 young dogs in it, being someone who has always only had seniors. I never took in a dog that was younger than like a year and a half, 2 years old. And those dogs that I did take in were already traumatized and already messed up mentally, and I had to rehab them. So it's crazy to have it's healing my heart and soul to have dogs that aren't damaged mentally and emotionally, and some of them were physically too. So it's making me feel better again, and it's making me stronger so that I can in the future. I told my husband, I said, I think in the next year or two, if we find a bonded pair of senior Italian Greyhounds, I would like to adopt them. So I do want to adopt a senior pair that's bonded. And the reason I'd want a pair is because they're harder to adopt out. A lot of people don't want to. I have no problem having two. Like the more the merrier. If there are four senior Italian Greyhounds, I'll take all four. I can do it now. I think I can do it. Not yet, but give me about a year or so. I think I'll be ready to do it. But after losing Eliza, it's kind of I couldn't dive right back into, let me get a dog I have to rehab again. And so I was saying, so it was so unfair because finally when Eliza came around to being a normal dog and enjoying life, she was so happy, so unafraid of anything. She was finally there, and then she got cancer. And I will always be mad at that. I will always carry kind of like a resentment about that. It's for her, not for me. For her, it's not freaking fair that she spent all those years being terrified, and then she finally got happy, and then she got cancer. It's why? Sorry. I can't. It angers me so much. It's not fair to her. It really wasn't fair. She should have, I kept saying she deserved, for what Eliza went through before she came to us, she deserved to live a full life, a long life, and she deserved at least another 3 to 4 years of happiness and health. So that's what makes me so frustrated, though, about it. And that's why I'm like, I can't take in another one right now. And while I'm still carrying this, like, kind of anger and resentment, I need to work through that and let it go. And I know I got to let it go. I mean, I'm still trying to let go of anger and resentment I have for losing Voodoo prematurely. I lost Eliza at 13 years old. Voodoo didn't even make it to 13 years old. It makes me frustrated. But we had a lot of them who made it to 16, 17, and 18 years old. So there's that. And I know everybody can't be around forever, but sometimes things are just so freaking unfair. So unfair. I just don't want to adopt another dog that needs to be fixed because of some other stupid human being a jerk and hurting that dog or traumatizing them, and I have to fix their mistakes again and fix their horribleness as a human. I need to not have to fix things for a little bit. You know what I mean? And then I'll be okay to do it again. But I need to recharge, and I need to heal, and I need to recharge. But I've had too much loss. Like I said, I was going through the list. So it was my mom, 2021, Rusty, 2022, Trudy, 2023, the dude, and then Luna in 2024, and then Eliza and my dad this year in 2025. Those are all my losses. So yeah, I need to heal. Where is your shirt, ma'am? That doesn't sound like her at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's a naked Prudence running around up here because she was trying to eat her shirt. Anyway, so I should probably get going because I still have to take a shower and soak my back for a little bit. But I did not expect to talk about all this stuff. But yeah, there it is. I don't know. There's if you look up dog rescue fatigue, if you want to learn more about that, please do. Because I really think more people should talk about it and know about it. It's a serious thing. I mean, when you love animals and you love dogs or cats or whatever rescue you do, just seeing cruelty and neglect and that all over and over and over again, it can just be a lot. Oh my God, if this camera does not stop stopping on me, and my battery's going to die soon. Everybody has their own limit for what they can handle, but nobody can be that strong forever. And I did it for 2 decades, and I just over 2 decades, and I almost half my life. I read a really cool quote. I wish I could find it. It was something about, somebody said you can't pour from an empty cup, and they said the better quote is you can't boil water in an empty, or you can't make tea, or what is it? You can't boil water in an empty kettle or something like that. Or you can't make tea with an empty kettle, something. But it was saying like, okay, well, filling from an empty cup, that's one thing. But they said if you try to boil an empty kettle, right? If you put an empty kettle on and you try to boil it, what you're going to do is you're going to destroy the kettle. There's your analogy. It's not just pouring from it, it's destroying the kettle completely because it's completely empty. I am the empty kettle. I've been the empty kettle for years. I told my husband just yesterday, I said, I really need a year that nothing passes away on us. I really need a year of no losses. Please, please, please. I just need a year. It's been since 2021, multiple losses. And I can't catch up with the grief. You know what I mean? I can't catch up with it. I can't keep up with it. I can't ever heal because something else goes. It's like one dog after another, and both my parents, all since 2021. Rusty, Trudy, Crested, Eliza, parents. 7 losses since 2021. I don't even know how to process everything. So, and I even, as a rescue person, I ask myself, what am I doing with puppies? Why did I get puppies? I should rescue more, but that's why. I need a break. My battery's dying, so I'm going to go jump in the shower. Thanks for watching and listening to this. Let's end on a happy note. I'm going to get a tree tomorrow. We're going to have a good day. I will see you guys soon. Hopefully my back will feel better. Thanks for listening to this. It's been a journey. Okay. Love you guys. I got to go. Battery's beeping. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Still beeping at me. Is it going to die? I don't know. Is it? Anyway, share your comments below. We can talk about anything you want. This has been a little heavy at the end. Sorry about that. Okay, see you in the next one.